Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. That's how I usually like to start my videos, or often do, and that depends when you watch it, whatever applies. This watch strap here is for an Omega, and if I don't have this wrong, this is for Maximo, and Maximo requested this. We make it in black, but he requested it in brown. So here it is, a very wonderful brown Horban. And excuse my rough hands or fingers. It's just how they are. I work with them, and I touch all kinds of stuff, and so they look like they look. But anyway, it's curved lugs on this one. They're trained here. You see how they make the curve. Here in the contrast, you have a straight. These are trained to be curved, but they need a curved lug nut. And I'll provide one. It's not the bestest in the world. It's not Omega or Rolex. And I would strongly suggest you get yourself a really high quality pair of really high quality curved lug nuts. Should you put a straight one in, a lug bar I should say, I'm sorry, then it will pull that curve out of the leather over time. But it could be done, you know, if you put it on something that you don't want to follow the curve. Like for example, I have an old turtle here, you know, you see, or if anything doesn't have a curve, some of the Seikos anyway. But this is wonderful. And the first 1, 2, 3 are double stitched, saddle stitched for the stress point. Our contour cut is present in all our watch straps, very pronounced in these ones. I'll tell you why in a second. But the edges and the leather is designed so it ages, and it gets more beautiful, not ugly like some of the mass-produced edges. But anyway, this is just a wonderful thing, that the older they get, the more beautiful they get. And as you can tell, they have a little bit of vintage look from the get-go. So here, this is one of our buckles. He purchased that. Was the strap. It has the Omega logo on it, and here says it too. See how it wonderfully clicks? And I want to show you this. There's the mushroom stud, and it's intact. It's adjustable, and it's somewhat pre-adjusted for your wrist size. I think it was 7 inches. Here, these buckles are really boss in a way. See how they dictate the sizing of the thickness of the leather, because it needs to fit here, it needs to fit that mushroom stud, and then on the other side we want it to be flush and fitting nicely in there. So that requires a thickness that comes through the strap. Here there is this covers up inside even the we make it that way, and so no metal touches. But should you adjust it even smaller, which I hope you don't have to, but then this end, let me open it and show you. See, we stitch it until here, because this, by the customer, by the end user, can actually, with an X-Acto knife or something, be cut. As long as you don't touch that stitching, then you can make it even smaller than this. You know, you still would have smaller, but it's pre-adjusted, and it's beautiful how it needs to be. that's the only way we want to send things out. When they are pleasing us, we think they could please you, and that's the idea. Um, it is gorgeous. I love handling these straps, and when I do, then I know I'm on the right track. Um, it is not that easy to make straps that fit an average wrist is 7.5, and 7 is on the slightly below average side, and to make deployment is not easy for that. I make them specially so they fit that wrist size. I learned that over many years. As you can tell, we're having a certain pride in our product. I hope not a foolish pride, but we do take great care of making them, and I love showing them. And so anyway, this is your wash strap, Maximo, and this one here is in brown, and we offer that as you ordered it that way. The watch doesn't come with it; it's just a watch strap, and it will go out shortly to you. Sorry it took maybe a little longer. I don't know, because I ran a bit behind. It's a funny expression. I don't run anywhere these days. But I walked behind a little bit. My schedule was more filled than usual. I'm sure you can understand. So through Christmas and New Year's. But now it's done. It goes out. It turned out that the way it needs to turn out. So enjoy wearing it, and thank you very much for being our customer, and see you next time. Bye bye.